I'm gonna make a special meal for you tonight, and it's really going to be better than takeout. So I'm gonna be making a better for you version. It'll be a made over version of a very popular takeout item, rotisserie chicken. I'm also gonna be making all the fixins plus a very special side that you will recognize. I'm going to be making a chicken dipping sauce, and that's what I'm going to call it, and that's what I'm going to leave there. But it tastes very, very spot on to something you're used to eating, and I'm so excited to make it this evening for all of you. So I'm going to be, like I said, making this rotisserie chicken, and this is our meal solution that I'll be using tonight. All right, it's available in a pack of 3 for $10.75 Canadian, $9.75 US, or also available in some of our collections. I'll be using our round silicone steamer this evening. All right, and that's what we'll be using to cook the chicken. So this entire meal with all of the fixins and the sauce is going to come together in between 20 to 25 minutes. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how this is done. And it is super simple, I promise.
Let us know what you want your app to say and pick out your music.
All right. So first of all, you're going to want a chicken that is between 3 and 4 pounds, and that's going to be your ideal size to fit perfectly in our steamer. So I'm going to show you there. I've just popped that in. All right, sits really nicely in our steamer. There we go. And there we go. All right, so we got our chicken in there. I'm gonna cut open our rotisserie chicken pack with our Prep Pro scissors, of course. What else? And all I'm going to do, and actually, now I use my hands. We'll wash them. So I'm gonna put the chicken actually upside down first. I'm going to sprinkle on some of the rotisserie chicken seasoning. I have to wash that off, but that's okay. Using some of my herbed garlic salt and a little bit of my turmeric black pepper grinder. These two pretty well go in everything I cook. All right, so I'm just going to rub that on a little bit. If you decided, you could put a tad bit of oil if perhaps you need a little something to help it stick, but this chicken is pretty fresh. Doesn't look like I need much of anything. Look at that color. All right, so I'm gonna flip that chicken over and put the rest on. You're probably wondering, okay, really, you're gonna microwave a chicken? Yep, I'm really gonna microwave a chicken. It is going to be juicy, it's going to be tender, it's going to be absolutely delicious, and no one will be the wiser. If you decided once it was cooked, you could throw it under the broiler for a couple of minutes if you really like that crispy skin, but you certainly do not need to. Add a bit of salt on the top of that, and a little bit of my black pepper and turmeric. I'm gonna just hop on over there and show you what that looks like. That was super simple. So there's my chicken. Look at the color. Oh my goodness. Oh, and the smell. Oh my gosh, how pretty does that look? My beautiful chicken. So you know what, you could do this with chicken breasts, chicken thighs, chicken legs, chicken quarters, whatever kind of chicken you have. But really, the neat thing that you can cook an entire chicken is just amazing. So we're gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna pop that into my microwave. I'm gonna set the timer for 20 minutes. My microwave is kind of a beast, so it might not need 20 minutes, but I'll pull it out at some point and check it with a meat thermometer just to make sure that it is cooked, of course, before, and I may or may not throw it in the broiler. We'll see how it goes. So lid's on, I'm gonna pop that in my microwave. And 20 minutes. So see, that's cooking already in my microwave. All right, and it wouldn't be a chicken dinner, in my opinion, if we didn't have fries. So I've already gone ahead and I have peeled my potatoes already. I'm using russet potatoes, that's what I have on hand. Typically that's the best type of potatoes for like a shoestring fry, but use whatever you have. Okay, so what I'm going to use here is our 4-in-1 mandolin. Why do we call it our 4-in-1 mandolin? Well, you have an option of 4 different pieces for slicing. So we have, you can probably see the teeth on there. This one has little small teeth. It is absolutely perfect for making like matchstick carrots, for carrot cake, or using apples. I do apples in that to have a nice salad. I'll do a salad often with some mixed greens and some matchstick carrots, balsamic, walnuts, or some blueberries or strawberries, even oranges. That makes a really delicious different salad. So that is really handy. And then of course you have your standard 2 slicing pieces. So one is thicker and one is much thinner, as if you were going to make potato chips, right? And then the 4th one that it comes with is the thicker, wider piece teeth, and that's what we're gonna use tonight to make our fries. So it's super easy to pop in and out. You just pop it in like that. It's got a little finger push here in the back to pop it back out for cleaning. So very, very simple to use. Has a nice little container to hold all your different pieces. And there you go. So I'm gonna show you how that works. It comes with a guard. You should absolutely use the guard, of course, to keep your fingers safe. I've already gone ahead and peeled my potatoes using our brand new Y peeler. Super inexpensive. I think it's $7.95 Canadian. But it looks very simple, but sometimes the simplest tools really are the best. And it's, like I said, super inexpensive. So if you're looking for a new peeler, this is great. My old one, I kind of went like this to peel, and I would always nick my knuckles. This one, I can peel, and there's no problem there. I haven't nicked my knuckles yet. Knock on wood. So this guard is actually quite nice. It's kind of spring-loaded. So when I'm gonna push this in here. You don't want to push too hard, because then you'll end up pushing the metal pieces against the blade. But it holds, and then when you're done, you can actually push that, and the little piece that's whatever's remaining will just pop right out. They're super easy to clean. You wouldn't need to put it in the dishwasher or anything. Honestly, you just give it a rinse, in my opinion, and it's good to go. I'm gonna do this lengthways. So it's very sharp, works very well. Like I said, you have that little piece at the end. You could just take a knife afterwards, and that's gonna be too far in, see? You could just take a knife right afterwards and cut up the little pieces. So super sharp. Now, the other nice thing about this is that there are these little grips right here, and they will just clip on top of bowl. So if you need some extra stability, if you're grating something a little harder, maybe a carrot or something, you'll get some extra stability from that. There we go. And one more. So not a whole lot of effort required to make these fries. And you know exactly what's in it because you're the one making it. All right, so you just end up with little pieces. And if you wanted to cut that up afterwards, it's not a problem. All right, that's beautiful. These are perfect shoestring fries. Look at this. All right. Just the kind you would get from takeout. So they are going to crisp up really, really nicely. They're going to be delicious. So I'm actually using our cutting mats, so this will make things a lot easier. I'll break them all up there. They look amazing. They're going to be so tasty. So our cutting mats come in a set of 4, 2 big ones and 2 smaller ones for $20, but they are fabulous for doing things like that. So this is great. We've got a nice big bowl of beautiful shoestring fries that took no time at all to make. So what am I going to do with that? I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of oil. You don't necessarily need oil. And if you wanted, you could definitely reserve some of that. You could definitely reserve some of that rotisserie chicken seasoning and put it on the fries. I have done that and it is amazing. So what I'm putting on right now, the herb garlic. Honestly, guys, if you do not own the herb garlic shaker, you're missing out. I use it every day. And this turmeric and black pepper, I would pretty much use it wherever I would put pepper on something. The added turmeric, just as you may or may not know, turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. So, I mean, wherever I can sneak in a little extra turmeric, I'm not going to complain. No one will ever notice, but the added health benefits I find are just worth it for me. So, and it gives off a beautiful color. So there we go. There's our fries, all ready to go. How am I going to cook this? Well, if you had an air fryer, of course you could use that. But if you don't have an air fryer, don't fret, because this is so easy. So this here is our sheet pan with our sheet pan liner. And if you've never seen this sheet pan liner before, if you don't own one, make sure you grab it because I can guarantee you will not be disappointed. They have these awesome lip on them, so oil or food, drippings, juices are never gonna get underneath there when you're cooking. Your sheet pan's gonna remain clean. They are so easy to clean. You will thank me later. I'm also going to use these awesome brand new cooling racks. They come in a pack of 2 and ironically, or maybe not ironically, fit perfectly on our sheet pans. They're also the size of our quarter sheet pans. Now my one earbud was falling out there, so just let me know if you can still hear me, and that would be helpful. Go. Let me know, guys, if you can still hear me. Let's take these out. Can everyone hear me okay? Let me know. Sometimes the comments come through a lot slower, so if you, I'm just gonna give it a second to make sure that you can all hear me still. My earphone was falling out. Maybe not. try that again. Can everyone hear me okay? Let me know in the comments, please and thank you. Maybe I'll type. Okay, awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, so like I said, if you don't have an air fryer, no problem. You can use our pack of 2 cooling racks, pop them on your sheet pan, and throw your fries. No, throw our French fries right on top of there. Get in there with my hands, and we're just gonna spread them out as best as you can. Woo, over the cooling rack, or in this case, we're gonna use it as an air fryer. I already have my oven preheated to 425. It is going to take no time at all to cook these fries. So when these are ready to pop out, I'm going to maybe throw my rotisserie chicken in just for a couple minutes to crisp up the skin. And then we will be ready to eat. Okay, so that looks great. That looks ready to go. I'm going to throw that in the oven. So look at that, guys. So these cooling racks are basically just going to allow for extra airflow underneath to really crisp up those French fries. I'm going to throw those in right now, and we will close that up. So away it goes. Now it looks like my chicken has been in there for about 12 minutes. So that is ready to go. I'm going to bring you over to my stove because I'm going to show you how to actually, yes, I'm going to show you how to make that chicken sauce. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to make our coleslaw because that is super quick and simple. And for me, there's nothing better next to French fries, of course, when it comes to a chicken dinner than coleslaw. So I've just, I've bought the pre-shredded stuff here, but you could easily shred your own really quickly with the mandolin. But I want to make dinner really, really quickly. So I'm going to make a half batch of coleslaw dressing just because I'm not making a ton tonight. It's more of a smaller side. So I've put a 1/4 cup of mayo and a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, and I'm going to do a tablespoon of seasoning. Seasoning of your choice. Couple options are 3 onion and lemon dilly, but you can get creative and use whatever seasonings you want for your coleslaw based on your preference. And I'm just going to go in there with my mini whisk. Now, I personally like my coleslaw creamy, but I also really like to add a little bit of vinegar because I just like the added acid in there. You do not have to, of course, but I just personally like it. I'm using my 1 cup prep bowl to make my dip for my coleslaw dressing here. Add a little more vinegar, and then I'll probably add just a little bit of salt and pepper once I get that mixed into my coleslaw there. All right. So there's my coleslaw dressing. There's probably enough there to make another batch tomorrow. And I would just pop that in the fridge and woo, it'll be ready to go because they do come with lids. These beautiful silicone lids, easy to use, they stack. So yeah, I am going to use my grip and grabs here just to mix up that coleslaw. I might add a little more. You could add a little bit of oil. You could add vinegar, of course. You can add any seasoning you want. SPG is also excellent in coleslaw. I'm going to add a bit of herbed garlic, and I'm going to add some turmeric and black pepper. That's it. Coleslaw comes together really, really quickly. I've done it, when I do some meal prep, I'll buy a green cabbage, a red cabbage, and some carrots, and I'll do up a whole bunch of coleslaw mix. If you have a vacuum sealer, you can do a bunch and then vacuum seal a couple extra bags. They'll be good in your fridge for a few weeks. But that's it. That's our coleslaw. Super simple. That's going to sit now while I make my chicken sauce, just so it can marinate and it can start to break down. So I'm going to move you over here to my stove. Ooh, there we go. Hopefully you'll be able to see enough. And what I have going on in here is I already have 2 cups of water, and that's already started to boil. I'm going to add now our savory herb gravy. I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of that, and I'm probably running out. Yeah. I have a bit more in my cupboard. There we go. I had opened another and didn't realize. Yeah, it's fine. All right. There we go. So I've got my 2 cups of water already hot, boiling. I'm going to now add a 1/2 cup of water, 1/4 cup of the savory herb gravy. And now I'm going to add a tablespoon of our Nourish broth, which is just like chicken broth. Okay, and among those few items, there's a couple more you can add or you'll be adding to it. I've already pre-measured out a couple of other things. I'll link the recipe for you so that you can recreate this. And give it a little whisk. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Oh, and I'm using my multi-purpose pot. I'm using my 12-cup multi-purpose pot. And the nice thing about this, I have a gas stove, right? So everything kind of gets really hot, but this handle stays nice and cool. That's been up on the stove for a little bit going, and this is completely cool to the touch. It's stainless. I put it in a dishwasher. I use it all the time, and the 12 cup is the perfect size for all of the soup. All right, so I'm gonna let that simmer. I'll show you if I can without pouring it all over the floor. There we go. So, oh my gosh, that smells so good. Again, I'm gonna add some of my herbed garlic. Put that on everything. Do not worry, you could never add so much salt to this that it would be as bad as takeout, trust me on that. So salt, as long as you're using a high quality sea salt like our herbed garlic, you're fine. Just salt to taste. I'm gonna turn that down because that's actually starting to boil and I don't want that. I just want it to simmer at this point. Great. All right, I'm gonna check on the chicken. Let's see. To do it by look. It has been in there for 19 minutes. So I am very sure that it's cooked. I'm gonna bring you back over here now and move you around the kitchen. There we go. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. bring this chicken over. It is hot. Okay, ready? Woo! Look at that steam. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, you can probably see it from over there already, but holy cow, look how juicy that is. Oh my goodness, look at that. So, microwave, raw to ready, 19 minutes. I don't even think that needs to go in the oven. I was gonna crisp up the I was gonna crisp up the skin, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I've used the rotisserie chicken spice several times. It's the first time doing it in the microwave, so that is amazing. That is beautiful. That chicken looks perfect. I will test it with meat thermometer, so I won't start eating it or cutting it up before I do that, I promise. But that's it. That was so easy. So all we did, we took our raw chicken, we popped it in the round steamer, put this seasoning all over it, threw it in the microwave for 19 minutes in my microwave. We used our mandolin to make our shoestring fries, and we made our coleslaw, and now our chicken sauce is ready. It's just simmering, waiting to be served. So super simple, if you're looking for one of those home style rotisserie chicken dinners, this is a better than takeout version with Epicure, and it is so, so delicious. So thanks everyone for watching. That was awesome and super easy to make. I will post a photo of the finished product, and I will also link the recipes, especially the hot chicken sauce, because I really think this is going to be super popular, especially among our Canadian customers. So again, thank you so much for watching. This was Jessica with Epic Meals with Jess, and have an awesome evening. Thanks for watching.